Come, let's learn 5 important business lessons from MTR in 5 minutes.
Lesson number 1. The startup story of MTR, from the Brahmins Coffee Club to MTR Tiffins to MTR Food. In the year 1920, 3 brothers from a very tiny town of Udupi came to Namma Bengaluru to make some fortune. Working as home cooks to the rich and the elite, to opening a restaurant and venturing into international markets, the Maja brothers from a small town in Udupi built a global food brand worth 1,000 crore. You will find MTR in Dubai, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur and USA. Lesson number 2. Never compromise on customers' trust and core values. In 1970s, when the government declared an emergency, the middle class and the small businesses were badly hit. Under the president's rule, imagine the idlis which were sold at ₹1 at that time had to be brought down to 25 paise and coffee was to be sold at 5 paise. When such rules are imposed, you are left with only 2 choices. Shut down your business or compromise and reduce the quality of the product. But MTR stood by the family values and ethics and took losses and were bleeding in debt. They really lost 25,000 every week but never compromised on the quality of food and the value system that was embedded. Integrity is the backbone of MTR. It's the core reason for its survival over the decades. Whether it's food or conduct in business, emphasis is on ethics and fair play. Lesson number 3. Difficulties gets you to innovate. 3 lifesaver innovations of MTR. Number 1. During the emergency, Mr. Sadananda Maja went out into the market, did his thorough research and came up with the idea of serving ready-to-eat food mixes. Thus, the packed food businesses came into existence. The pioneers in sambar and rasam powder and idli mixes were born. Number 2. Invented by MTR during the World War II, when rice was in short supply, the rava idli remains the most popular dish till date. Experimented with suji, which is also rava and semolina, and came up with an alternative to the rice idli. Thus, rava idli was born. Number 3. Retained most of the employees and converted a restaurant into retail outlet by selling packed food, including sweets and pickles. Lesson number 4. Product innovation and expansion through Blue Ocean strategy. Hit hard with the political emergency declared in India in June 1975, MTR had to shut shop. But reluctant to let go of its loyal staff, MTR diversified into packaged foods. Rasam and sambar powder, idli and dosa batter, rava idli premixes, bisibale baat masala and ready-to-eat mixes were invented. MTR soon set up a factory to sell ready-to-eat mixes and started exporting to over 21 countries, thus becoming the pioneer in serving high-quality South Indian food across the world. Today, MTR Foods is worth 1,000 crores, with major stakes owned by a Norwegian company called the Orkla, which was back then had a deal of $80 million in 2007. Lesson number 5. Travel far and gain knowledge. In 1951, Yagna Narayan Maja wanted to learn how Western people ran the food businesses across the world and also understand their culture. He took a flight all the way to Europe and studied the culture of people. He learned 3 most important things: the focus on hygiene, focus on quality, and the disciplined methodologies in customer service. He came back to India and introduced sterilization of utensils, crockery and cutlery at MTR restaurants. He distributed small booklets on health and proper eating habits. He welcomed customers to enter the restaurant via the kitchen just to ensure the transparency of the hygiene and the quality that they practice. He also renamed the restaurant Mawali Tiffin Room, in short the MTR as it is commonly known as, after a locality where it is situated. And well, if you love Namma Bengaluru and want to learn about brands, then you must follow Brands of Bangalore. Follow Madi, learn Madi, grow Madi and Mast, Maja Madi.